Tell me your story.
I was this close to dying from a brain abscess that was misdiagnosed.
Good to know people care, though.
For a lot of people, the MRIs are clear.
You said you had a lot to tell.
Oh, yeah.
Someone said,
I thought it was normal to have like seizures by yourself all the time.
You definitely will feel guilt a lot.
I so appreciate you putting this together.
thank you. I got a question here. It says, does it suddenly get worse? I was diagnosed with epilepsy when I was 17, and I made it to 22 before I had an actual, like, serious seizure a month ago. It was so bad, it hospitalized me. I've been on medication since I was diagnosed, and up until the point I never physically felt like I was on the brink of a seizure. In the past month, my medication increased, and I have spent a lot of time feeling like I could have a seizure at any moment to the point where I actually did. About 5 days ago, I felt odd, literally laid down on my stomach in my living room, and about 30 minutes later, woke up on my bed. This is to be expected with the medication increase, right? Will this feeling eventually subside, or do last month's seizures cause irreparable damage to my brain?
No, the
A lot of
brain's
questions.
really good at repairing, but this might be your new now and future. I mean,
Yeah.
right? You live on hope, but
Right.
this is
Well,
this is your present.
yeah, there was a few questions in there, but yeah, is it going to get worse? Yes, but
Yes.
you learn to cope with it. You know,
You'll
you
get
learn
better
to
at it.
deal with it.
Yeah, she'll get better at it. Or he, she, they.
Yeah, I always say that it's gonna get better. Like I've had it for 20 years. It gets better with time, but it's gonna get way worse before it gets any better. And it might just seem like way worse because you're uneducated on it as soon as we get it. But with time, mine's got way better. It got
Yeah.
really better over time. And it was easier to cope with than before. And I was able to actually say that. I was never able to actually say that it got better. But it did. It got better just over some years. And I'm not going to tell anybody to think about it as a year or two or three or four or five. Just
Yeah.
it gets better with time.
Yeah, we learn to manage it through with time.
Mine did get. I don't think mine's. Well, I'm not sure if mine got worse or not. I was in my teens and I was just careless about it at first. I was just kind of like, I got epilepsy. I'm 16. I don't care. And eventually, having so many seizures, just I had to start taking care of it. Um, but yeah, uh, forgot where I was
Yeah.
at with that.
But it doesn't have to be a life-defining thing. You know, it's not like a sprained ankle where like later you won't notice that you twisted your ankle. But like it's also like this is like I don't know, it's different.
Yeah,
It's
I
different than
understand.
other injuries. Like this is a new part of your
The new
situation.
normal. The
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna
brain
say that.
is good at repairing itself, but if you're damaging it more than
It's repairing, then you're gonna notice that your keys aren't in your pocket
yes,
and you
and
forgot
that
your
you
magnet.
accidentally put and you put the milk in the pantry instead of
Yeah.
refrigerator. Yeah, I
Yeah.
did
Or
that
just
today.
And that is your
forgetting
urine in your
words.
pants. That
No, my dad walked into the pantry and he comes out with the milk and he's like, "Lee, what are you doing?" Because we know I'm the one that had to have done that.
Or
Yeah.
just sure.
Or forgetting people's faces.
Of course, you can't be
Oh,
sure.
that's the worst. I can never recognize people.
I recognize people better with their voices than faces most
Same.
times.
Yeah. Same.
I don't remember anybody. It's by name, by face. And sometimes I just let them talk and let them continue saying what they're saying. And they're like, yeah, I remember we did this, this, and this. And sometimes people are just so interested in what they're saying. I'm like, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
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 Um, Yeah, I don't know your daughter, but now I'll say
Keep talking about her. This is a good story.
yeah. And then sometimes there'll be that one thing that they do bring up, and I'm like, oh yeah, I don't remember you, and I
Yeah.
just tried to agree with you for a while, and then that I do remember.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now I remember I hate your guts.
You stole my wallet.
Right. Um.
It's easy to get along with people when you forget the reason why you're angry at everyone.
Yeah.
All right. Back to this. Does it get suddenly worse? Two comments here.
Harsh.
Yes. Yes, it is very well can. It's gotten much worse the older I get. Oh, got better for me, I thought personally. Another comment says epilepsy is so different for everyone. Some people get better over time, and for some, it gets worse. If your medication is making you feel worse, you may want to talk to your doctor about it or try a different medication. My seizures started in my late teens, as well as they progressively got worse. Now my seizure type has changed completely. It's helpful to keep a journal where you can, track your seizure activity, and any other abnormalities. Has anybody's progressively gotten worse?
I think mine have changed, but I don't know if they've gotten worse or if I've just noticed like I've learned more as the years have gone by.
Mine just got better that I know of. Another thing, I've asked it to plenty of people. I think I'm not. If I haven't asked you it, then you probably could answer it now. Does anybody ever think like, look with me? I think like my memory has gotten to a point to where I use the phrase plateau. Like I feel like this is the worst it's gonna get. Does anybody feel like their memory is just gonna get worse, worse, and worse, or you feel like you've gotten to a point where it's as bad as it's gonna get?
I got into the point where I don't care if it gets worse. I feel like it's,
As
you know
long
what? I got my good days, I got my bad days.
as
Gotcha.
long as you remember Princess.
Exactly.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't think anybody really expects their memory to get better, right? So I
I mean,
think
like,
that there's hope in the idea that like, oh, I blew a fuse.
It happens to all of us.
I was just about to show you my
Say
plants.
something very profound too.
I was
You were
I
in the
remember
middle of saying something profound,
it's
and
because I went to
everything
my
went dark.
no, it's my fault. I went to the shed to show you my little plants and smoke a little bong. But the what I was gonna say is that I think realistically, as we get older, nobody really expects their memory to get better. And with epilepsy, it gives us an opportunity to be introduced to the coping skills that someone with like Alzheimer's would be given way later in life. When I first had when I first learned that I had a brain tumor, they put me in these like groups, like forced groups with people that had like brain tumor operations, and it was not helpful for me because um, the people in the group were in like really severe conditions, right? And it made me feel bad because it was like, why, it'd be like a group like this, right? But people are in wheelchairs. People are like, they said they can't operate or whatever. And I was like, oh, they didn't know I had a tumor. I had a surgery and my seizures came back. So they're going to take some more out. And they're like, what are you doing in here? It made me feel kind of self conscious about like, well, the seizures are annoying. I don't know. Like, um, but a lot of it was like memory skills for like basic life stuff. And I remember one of the instructors kind of like trying to like lighten the mood was like, I also teach this to people that are usually a lot older than all of you. And I was like, That's kind of nice, but also kind of like that makes me feel something sort of weird about it. But it's
I
nice.
feel accomplished.
It's nice. It's true that like as people age, your memory is not going to be getting better for anybody in the best of conditions. And we have an opportunity to get all the little memory hacks about building a palace and, making a story and all the little, writing stuff down. A lot of people that are at our different ages wouldn't have the reason to learn those little hacks if things were going as we would have written the story for ourselves.
I got something there for you guys. It says, has anyone experienced vomiting from overstimulation? I have a photosensitivity epilepsy, but is also really bad at the moment. So my triggers also involve a variety of visual and even auditory and movement based triggers. I got very ill last almost a year ago. My brain got knocked about, and my once managed epilepsy became very active. Before, because of that, I even been working remotely for 9 months. I'm trying to return to the office today. I trialed 2 hours. I think that should be traveled. I trialed 2 hours. I hadn't been since my condition worsened, and oh my God, it was awful. It was so bright. It's open. It's an open plan with 360 floor to ceiling glass windows, white desks, bright fluorescent lights above every desk, and very noisy and busy because it's an open floor plan. I found I got overstimulated enough in a 2 hour trial that I vomited all over myself when I arrived back home. Then again, when I got inside the house, I had all of my protective measures, but it wasn't enough to prevent it. I have only vomited once in my life from illness, and it's not been for decades. I'm in my 30s, followed by myoclonic triggers. Has anyone else been so overstimulated that something like this happened to them?
I've been triggered by uh, some auditory stimuli, if you will.
I will.
Uh, um, and also visual, but there are sunglasses. Also, there are earbuds for
They deafen the sound,
uh-huh.
noise canceling.
Yeah, definitely will get them.
I used to have a pair of those, and my dog ate them.
Yeah.
Just like your homework.
They like to
Yeah.
eat earbuds.
Actually, my dogs never did that to me.
Got a comment here. It says, I get epigastric rising followed with severe diarrhea, and my focal are bad, usually caused by prolonged exposure to light triggers. I'm also photosensitive. I personally only vomit if it's really, really, really bad, but my photosensitive focals have always had a very high GI involvement. I actually even had a misdiagnosis of chronic IBS and tried a ton of diets that didn't help before I started Kepra. Once I was on ASMs and started managing my triggers, 95% of the stomach issues went away.
Oh, you want to see my migraine glasses?
Did anybody have anything to go along with what I was saying? Anybody experience vomiting?
From overstimulation?
Oh,
Yeah,
from vomiting from overstimulation. No.
yeah, it says from
Seizures, yes.
Not
overstimulation.
definitely from seizures, not from overstimulation.
I got something here, you guys. It says alcohol. Anyone afraid of drinking now? I haven't drank alcohol since I was diagnosed in 2020 out of fear. I had 2 grand mal seizures a few weeks apart and woke up in a hospital with no memory of how I got there. So now I am scared. I do not drink anymore. Last time I drank was Easter. And doing this stopped me from doing quite a few things. I was just like, why should I be telling people what they should do or be talking to people all day about what they should and should not do when I'm doing it? So I stopped smoking and I stopped drinking cold turkey. But on another note,
And we are very proud of you for that.
the question was afraid of drinking? No, because I thought about it.
Nah.
The reason behind it, I was just like, nah, maybe not. I was just thinking because everyone was going to a cousin's birthday and they had champagne, and I was like, not really worth it. The only reason they try to pass it to me is because they're trying to do a toast with everybody,
Definitely not
which
worth
is
it.
to really drink just because everyone else is drinking. Basically, that's what it was. But
I definitely have a drinking problem, and it's much easier to get into it than get out of it because one of my triggers is sleep deprivation, and when I stop drinking, it's harder for me to fall asleep. Exactly. And then I'm afraid, oh, I'm gonna have a seizure, and
Yeah.
I feel you on that one, man.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
I've never been afraid of drinking, but I've never really done drinking. I mean, I will admit the last time I was drunk was Halloween, but I wasn't expecting there to be so many adult treats while we were trick or treating in our neighborhood.
You know you love them gummy
Oh,
the Jello shots.
Yes, the Jello shots were awesome. We circled that house.
you had Jello shots on Halloween?
Yes, they had Jello shot.
Wow.
Those were the adult
Well,
treats for the when the trick or treaters were coming around.
Yeah, they had adult treats for the adults that were going along with all the trick or treaters.
Yeah, I remember her saying that.
It was awesome. It was so much fun. But I don't feel the
You
need
didn't
to
get
like go
lost.
out. If it happens again, sure, next year.
All right, again.
Okay, sorry, Cookie.
The first comment here says, I'm an alcoholic and an epileptic. It's much easier to start drinking than it is to stop drinking. Oh.
I'm an epileptic and an alcoholic. Are they actively drinking?
Chris, this is your post. So yes, you're still active. It says my biggest concern is sleep deprivation, which is up there for my triggers. To put it simply, don't drink, it's not worth it. Oh, that is great advice, Chris.
yeah, it sounds like one of
Where
the
is
posts I
Chris?
made.
Is Chris in the chat?
Yeah, I'm right here.
He's the DM.
DM2K.
Oh, the one that I thought was DMX?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Welcome to the chat. Ah, cool. I cannot see you though.
That would be very good advice. And you had a lot of comments back and forth with this guy.
Did we?
Yeah, so I might as well just go through some of the comments. You and that guy went back and forth. This person
feel
said,
free.
same. I cut back immensely over the last 4 years, and I've had long stretches of sobriety. When I start, I can't stop, and it causes my seizures. 11 days sober right now, and hoping I can resist the urge to ever drink again. I hope you don't drink again. There's something my doctor says he can give me that might end and help with my cravings, but you can't drink at all. I don't remember what it's called though. And the other person said, I may ask about that, hoping I can stay away from it. It's so frustrating to have this addiction with epilepsy. Very much, I could imagine. And then, Chris, you gave some more very helpful advice. It says, trust me, I'm right there with you. If I could go cold turkey, I would. But I bet I would have seizures. I have some good meds, but I feel with the withdrawals, I might have a grandma, and I live by myself. I've been I've been having some focals and or absent seizures, but who knows? Keep up with the sobriety, and if you want to talk, I'm here. So helpful.
Yeah, I've a couple of mine I've had after like I don't know like an entire weekend of just like drinking and then just stopping and no sleep. It like has to be a combination of like five things, and then I have to forget like a dose of meds or something.
Of
Like then
course,
it'll
right.
all contribute to having one like at the end of the weekend or something. But it's not like something where I just if I drink I have one, or if I just am sober for half an hour I'll have one. It's like it's not like that.
Right,
It's
right.
got to be.
It's like the definition of intermittent reinforcement. You know, like if you were trying to train a child to respond well to something, you give them intermittent reinforcement. That's what it is. There's no predicting it. It's all chaos. So what
Yeah,
can
so that's kind of why
what
it doesn't scare me as the person asked, because I've had it when I've been like after I've drank, I've had it at like when I haven't drank for like a month. I've had it at night, in the morning, after sleeping, after not sleep. Like it's just for me, it's just
right?
completely random. So I don't give a shit. I'm gonna enjoy myself.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
who is
not
that?
like go all
That's
out, all crazy, but you know what I mean. Yeah.
that's like Albert Camus, I think, is that sort of line of thinking. If I had to guess, I think didn't he died on a motorcycle? But but there's some interesting stuff to think about there. To live that way is a scary way to live because if it is just gambling, and we do know alcohol has odds are an effect, but that's tough, right? Because I don't know. I think I like the harm reduction makes sense to me, and I grow it.
I like your glasses.
Well, can I tell you a DMX story that's true?
Go ahead.
You caught me at a funny time, just for the record. But this is a true story about my friend, a
You met
guy
me
who.
at a strange time in my life. Fight Club? Anybody? No, no.
Oh, good call. I like it. Thank you. That helps actually. No, this dude who is an important person to me, but I hired a new guy. Doesn't show up on the first day. Says he spontaneously sick or whatever. Gives a bogus answer, and then it turns out like he grew up with DMX, and so he was like at his concert like years ago, and I had saw it on Facebook because the rest of the caseworkers were like, he's not sick. So I gave him like a mulligan, and he ended up being a really good dude. And that's for Mike Johnson, if this ever gets out somewhere.
That's funny. That's good of you to give him a second chance. What,
Yeah.
was he like
So
hungover
everybody
or
gets a
something?
second chance. My vote for alcohol is, I just say it's not for me.
Same
I got a
here.
big like I got a big I have it's fair for me because I have like a big scar on my head from like surgeries and stuff. And people know that it's like, I'm doing
Yeah.
my best. I'm my dad, whatever. Like alcohol's not for me.
Gotcha.
How can I help you make alcohol not for you? I don't know.
That's a very
Uh,
good question. How can
I
I
have
make
some I have
alcohol
some
not
issues
for
with my
you?
pancreas too, but I still don't give a shit. So
I come
Me
again?
neither.
I said I still have issues with my pancreas, but doesn't really matter to me.
Geez, what can you do about it?
Right. I was gonna say that.
Stop drinking.
Oh, well, there.
There you go. You found the cure.
I
Final
eat as
answer.
healthy as I can and keep that as best of shape so I can balance out the two.
Do you okay? So do you need to detox though? Do you need to go to like a place that can give you some rhythm?
Oh no, I stopped for the last couple of days after I had a seizure there a couple days ago. I didn't do anything for the last couple of days after that, and I was fine.
Oh, dude, are you kidding me? Are you telling me like we're at like one of those like universe moments where you get to make a decision like, oh, the want is so much, but also I can like quantum talk to myself in the future and say, wouldn't it be cool if I said, I don't know, it's not that big of a deal.
I think we all
And
have that with something in our life.
yeah, however you put it, like what makes it, where's like, what, oh, like, this one, this oddly, like the kingdom of God is all around me or whatever. Like, I can make this heaven. I live on a little pond. It's cool, you know? Or I could be like, I hope I don't have a seizure or walk into the pond. That's like that is a frightening thought to me. But I
Oh,
said,
that is to me too, but whether or not I'm drinking, it still is gonna happen.
Yeah, you don't know that.
I do because I've had them after I haven't had anything for several days.
yeah, so why cheat the
I
dice
had
the
it when
wrong
I had my
direction?
first one when I wasn't even old enough to drink. So
Oh, yeah, well, I got you one beat, dude. The first seizure I had, I was going to college because I thought I was going to be a pastor, and I had never touched any drugs at all, like no alcohol. No, I mean, I smoked a little weed in middle school because I was like, woo, whatever, but no like real major seizures. I go into my college dorm room like Mr. like I'm gonna like I was very much like in the Protestant like whatever that is, right? Like I was my dad was a fucking president of a Nazarene college. I was gonna go be Nazarene. We were like practically Mormons. Like
yeah.
and I go to sleep, I have a grand mal seizure, and the my fucking roommate thought I was possessed. That's how I discovered this is the universe, right?
Oh, I love that.
So they test me for drugs and stuff. I couldn't convince them we weren't drinking all night. And here I am. And I somehow, by just like leaning toward the concept of like, it's going to work out because I'm going to try to keep doing the right thing. I got to go work at a couple of shelters. I got to run a program for, disabled adults with like severe, you know, situations going on. I got cool stories. My medical situation is not terrific, but I just don't drink because it's not for me.
I,
I do like drinking a lot though. I'll tell you
I,
that much.
I have I have a similar story for you. So back when I had panic attacks, I was dating a girl. Yeah, I was dating a girl and went to her church, had a seizure or panic attack. Uh, in the church, they thought I was possessed. Gets better. You see, I'm allergic to iron and aluminum. I'm allergic to lots of metals. And I break out fast. They
Yes.
put the
They put the
crucifix on
cross.
my head.
Oh
Yes.
no.
And it starts turning red, and they're like, "Oh, it's working!"
Oh my God.
That's so cool.
No pun intended.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
what
So,
did you
was it
think?
in the
oh, my
crucifix that
parents were
you
like, "You're
were?
never going back there." Oh, that was in my phase of my rebellious faces. I'm not Jewish. I'm accepting Jesus. And there's nothing wrong with accepting Jesus. There's nothing
No,
wrong with
no, I'm with you 100%. But how
that.
did
But
you feel? Like, where was your,
Was
I
what did you
was.
make of it?
What did I make of it? I was. You see, I thought I was going crazy at the time because I
Oh,
couldn't
okay,
control these
okay.
panic attacks. So I thought it was just another sign of me going crazy.
Gotcha, gotcha. Could you tell they were coming?
Oh yeah,
How
that's
far
what
away?
led them to saying they were panic attacks because I would feel impending doom.
Okay, okay. So whenever you felt like a whiff of doom, it
Uh,
was it was an aura.
yeah, and then I'd go into a seizure.
Okay,
But they were called panic attacks.
all right. Do you drink though?
Oh, I had a glass of wine at Shabbat.
Okay,
But
in
that's it.
moderation only.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of drinking, but I
Yeah, I
wouldn't say
suppose
that I
I'm not
go
afraid
out
of drinking
to.
either. I could live that way. Not afraid of
Yeah,
drinking.
but I don't. I don't. I don't drink very often.
Yeah.
Like at Halloween, maybe.
I was not offered shots on Halloween.
I know it was so cool. I might. Well,
Damn,
sorry.
maybe I'll go out for Halloween next year then.
Yeah, no. There was a big group of the parents and the neighborhood kids all together, and so I might just volunteer to help corral all the kids next year. Take a walk, that's Fitness Friday.
That's
Kate
a
would
good
be proud of me.
idea. I should, yeah, volunteer for helping the kids since I already do that at school all day anyway.
I've got
Oh
to
yeah.
I'm set
change
for it for
venues.
free shots at night.
What
All
do you
right.
do at the school?
Just a simple like yard duty, basically, for lack of a better word. It's just
Like,
a couple hours there. I used to have a full-time job, but then couldn't handle it anymore with meds and seizures and stuff. And then
He's a security guard that works with kids.
well, not a security guard. No, no, no. I don't have a badge or anything. I just have like a whistle and a key. But
Gotta
Somewhat
it was
spend that whistle.
it's only yeah, just a few hours, just a couple hours a day, and I only got the job because my mom has worked there for like 25,
Mr.
27 years
Mustache,
now, something like
Mr.
that. So
Mustache Man, don't put yourself down.
Did you just call him Mustache Man?
Yes.
why would you describe whatever responsibilities you have to me that way? I want to get to know you. What do you get? What is the position? What do you do? What's your role? It sounds like it's at school. Dude, all right.
no,
Here, I'll
I
give you a
just I
little
just said
window.
I'm a basic yard duty. Like I'm not a teacher. I'm not a teacher.
Neither am I. Bingo. You got up one on me. That's cool. That's good. You're working at school. Cool. Awesome. I've got 3 kids that I love very much. Every time I go to the school, it makes me no, truly, when I go to the school and I see one of those things get put together, I think there's so many people here that work together to make this happen. Truly I do. I mean that.
Like I said, it's just an hour a day now this year. We got cutbacks. We got major cutbacks. But
Ugh.
I do, or at least the last few years, volunteered to help. I did scoring and stuff for the basketball team and the soccer team, a couple other things here and there. Just kill my time, at least when I'm feeling well enough to get out. So
How do you go about like um like living off something like that? Because I always think about it, like you said you work you're down to 1 hour, you said?
yeah, well, like I said before, it was full time, and I was married. But yeah, now I'm at my parents' house, so that makes it easy.
Yeah. So
So
you get like 5 hours a week, right?
This year, yeah. Unless there's something else pops up, I take someone else's shift. Last year wasn't too bad at, 10, 15. This year it's just they're super strict on it because of all the budget cuts here in California, man. It's just yeah,
Yeah,
it's like bullshit. It's like why would anybody actually want to do this job normally? People can't live off of this. Like you have to be in like some crazy ass situation like I am to actually like want to take this job. Like it's
that's what I
ridiculous.
was thinking. Like the cost of living and working that many hours, you couldn't live anywhere unless you lived with your
Oh yeah,
parents.
there's no way if I had to pay yeah,
And
normal
here I'm
rent
sitting
in this area,
thinking that he's
especially.
awesome. How do I get a job like that?
Right.
I
No, dude,
unfortunately
it's
It's
just
for
want
the
to
school
more
teach.
than I'm
district.
working right now.
Yeah, an hour a day. Like couldn't live off that, but yeah,
I
man.
can work it.
That's
See,
congrats, man. I want a job. I need a job. Well, no, I want a job. I don't need one.
I mean, there's no car related bills, so that helps, right? No gas, no insurance, no car itself, no DMV visits. Man, we got it good, guys.
It's nice not having a car sometimes.
Not this time of year. Not this time of year, man.
I got something.
Or at least I don't know where you're at, but yeah, it started raining damn good up here.
Yeah, I'm in New Hampshire. It's getting cold.
Okay, then yeah, oh, you got snow to deal with too, right?
Yeah, it snowed
Right.
on Tuesday. Like, damn, really cold up here right now.
It rained most of us yesterday out here.
But I do have a post right here. It says, will you have a seizure because there are nearby wires? Just a quick research. Has anyone had a seizure because of placing in HDMI cables or other relatively high voltage cables nearby? Did you solve the problem? It's the first time I heard that.
Sounds like they
Yeah.
have a problem.
I don't know, but when I pick up my son's PlayStation 2 controller at the top and the bottom, it shocks me. And I don't know if it's the VNS or the RNS or them working together to be like, how you like that? I don't know what's going on, but it shocks me almost every time, and it doesn't do it to anybody else.
I was just gonna mention that. I was like, maybe if you had an implant, it might like ground, like
Yeah,
create
it's like
a
them
full
working
circuit of
together
it or
just to
something.
like every once in a while give me, I don't know. Like would it sounds crazy to say that hey, the guy with two implants might have a little something else going on. But when I pick up my son's PlayStation 2 controller, it shocks me.
Is it like what is that called? Like a static shock? I think it's called.
No, I feel it. I feel it going from the if I pick it up from my middle finger and my thumb from the top port to the bottom
Uh-huh.
port. I've asked other people to do it. Try it.
Yes, two, you said?
Yeah, like PS5. Whatever the most recent one is.
It's the
Oh,
5.
PS5. Yeah, those
Yeah, I was gonna
controllers,
say 2. Damn.
they have a lot of metal in them. Uh,
So do I.
Same.
right. Um,
It sounds more like a
yeah.
static shock, but again,
Yeah,
I'm
it
I'm not
does.
you, so I don't know.
Try it.
Before I move
I mean,
forward, I was
actually,
going to say, Mark, I like those glasses. Uh, Got to get those. Where'd you get those?
Just got them on Amazon. Just cheapo, like 10, $20 blue light filtering uh, uh
Gotcha.
glasses.
I'll
Yeah,
look into that because I like your glasses.
yeah.
Couple of comments here.
Yeah.
No, no again. No, and you haven't either. I'm sorry to tell you. Oh wow. Um, I'm a high maintenance technician. I'm literally all around wires all day. I would have been dead a long time ago. Someone says, I used to hear electricity in my head when near those big, powerful units that connected overhead power lines. No seizures, though. There are cables that connect to the probe to induce therapeutic seizures for bipolar or catatonic patients. I think this is off topic, though, and the answer is no. Everyone here is basically saying no. One says, I'd suggest you ask a neurologist about it. Another one says, this is unlikely, at least the HDMI part. HDMI signal voltages are actually pretty low, 5 volts or less.
I was
And
gonna
cables,
say that too. HDMI is not high. HDMI is not high voltage.
Yeah, not at all. Like I built my own PC and all that, and never had any problems in that way. But I mean, everyone's different too, so it's
Yeah.
just more odd than I would say than usual.
Another post here. It says food. Hey guys, it's my first post, so hope I can get some useful advice. I have epilepsy for 8 years, and in the past years, it's gotten worse and worse. I have a pharmacist. I have a pharma resistant epilepsy. Tried 5 different medications. Anyway, the question about food. What do you usually eat after a seizure? I wake up and eat a lot like I had a nocturnal one. My body is so tired, and I'm not sure the good idea it's a good idea to chew normal food. Is there anything you can buy to help at this moment? I'm not hungry all the time. I'm gonna let you guys know I did not know what these posts say before I read them. If you think that's really weird,
I when I had tonic clonics, they're mostly nocturnal, and I would definitely have a different taste in foods, but it wouldn't make me not eat certain foods or anything like that.
I don't know. Kind of always feel gross.
I can't eat after a seizure. I can't even drink water, basically, and I have to stomach that down.
Feel gross.
One comment says squash soup and bone broth are my favorites. You want to stay away from anything small particles that could get stuck in the tongue if that ever happens. But in general, you will get all nutrients you need from a good serving of squash soup, faux broth, and other such sipping broths, stuff like that. A sipping broth. Another comment says Jello is a pudding and is probably your best bet. Honestly, though, I don't remember what I ate after mine. I know I ate, though, because my husband definitely made me, because that entire week after is a blur.
I was just gonna say something soft, usually for me, or like soup or something, because a lot of times I usually bite my lip or tongue or inside of my mouth or something, so it's just kind of a little swollen or hurts a little bit.
Yeah, that makes sense because I would usually bite my tongue or my cheek.
So I
So yeah,
have
just
kind of experience sort of with a bitten tongue recently. I had to have tongue stitches. Sorry, my meds are kicking in. But
No, you're good.
but yeah, definitely soft foods. Do not do grits or oatmeal though. I do not recommend that because grits got into the stitching and that was just a bad idea.
The
Please
stitching was,
explain.
or the food you're eating?
The food, the grits. Don't do grits.
I don't think I've ever had grits in my life.
Oh, well, grits are
It's a
delicious.
southern thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
What
yeah,
about if you cook the oatmeal to death, or it's more like a paste?
Then I don't know if you could stand it texturally.
yeah, I was gonna say good luck eating it.
Like that.
How do
Pasted.
you grits?
How do I eat grits? With butter.
Just with
And
butter?
every once in a while some honey.
Honey.
Salt
Wondering.
and pepper.
Say again?
Salt and pepper.
Oh yeah,
Salt
you
and
can have
pepper.
salt and pepper too. That's a staple to like everything.
What exactly is grits?
Oh, you asked me this right now. It's
Something that comes
delicious.
in a box.
It's a grain.
I'm having deja vu, man, in a good way.
It's
It's
yum.
good with sausage. Tell you that.
Yes.
Isn't it made from corn?
It's great. Now
No
I have to
idea.
look this up. What is grits made out of? Because it's always just
Yes.
grits. Grits is
Please
grits.
tell me.
It's a type of grain, but I don't know what family it's in.
Made from corn.
Corn.
Or yellow.
Oh, it is a corn.
Dried corn.
Hmm.
Mostly white corn.
Cornmeal. Made out of cornmeal.
Ah, cornmeal, yeah. I
Okay.
used to make pizza with cornmeal.
Really?
You used to make pizza with cornmeal?
Yeah, when I worked for Papa Gino's, they use cornmeal and not flour.
Oh.
That sounds so good.
I've had crust made with different.
I got another post here. It says, can we develop new triggers? Suppose caffeine didn't trigger me before, but now I'm noticing that, end quote, feeling after a couple cups of coffee that I didn't normally feel before. That could be just an art developing epilepsy. Oh, could that just be an art of developing epilepsy? I'll talk to my doc next time, but I'm very curious what y'all have to say. Diagnosed in 2019, by the way, and I'm 31-year-old male. I don't know why I said 13. Develop new triggers? I don't know.
Let's
I
say
feel like
no.
that could happen.
Let's say no. Please, please, please let it be no.
But I
Like it
think it can
can?
happen because seizures can change.
Exactly, yeah.
No, of
Like,
course, right?
like how? I'm sorry.
I don't know
Wait,
about a new trigger specifically, but they can get more frequent. But I don't know if it
Triggers
would
can
be
be
any.
more frequent.
No, just seizures and seizures in general could be more frequent.
Oh,
so my opinion on this would be, you know how people can say you're in 7 years your body can quote unquote change.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So potentially, maybe I'm obviously not a doctor, but maybe that could change, you know?
Yeah, I totally agree. And I think it could be positive or negative or neutral.
yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
I think when it comes to developing a new trigger, I was personally going to say, I mean, not that I've had any new triggers. I think we can just have new things that we find that's probably already a trigger. But
That's also
develop,
would be a good way was where I was trying to go with that.
yeah, I was thinking changing medications, you might have a new trigger. But other than that, I can't imagine something new like the lights going off or the lights going on now causes you to have seizures and it didn't yesterday or something like that. But I think with new medications, it might be possible.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, that's a huge variable. Yeah.
Well, that's true with medications. I thought they said getting older, like just getting older.
This one doesn't say anything about getting older in particular, but yeah.
Oh, just overtime. Okay, my bad, my bad.
I don't know. Personally, I say no, but that's not. I'm not a doctor, and yeah, like I said, I think you maybe get new triggers when you change medications or have more or less of a dose of something. But
And I feel like at least with my case, he might. with new medications potentially have different seizures because I started having more absence seizures recently at work and started new medication a couple of months ago, Vimpat, which I don't think caused the seizures, but because I was taking THC, was kind of hiding them, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
And I, beginning or about a couple of weeks ago, they put me on a higher dose of Vimpat, and I haven't had because there was a lot of Sundays where I was having them, and there was someone who was able to notice them, and I haven't had ones for over a week now. Now that I'm on that higher dose.
Are you like used to having seizures? I didn't know you were having seizures. I thought you were like seizure free or something, man.
No, I didn't have any tonic clonic since March, and
Oh,
I wasn't even drinking then either. And
oh.
but then like I said, I feel like THC was kind of hiding them because I definitely had some before, but like I said, I think the THC was kind of hiding them with self medication. And now that I'm on this higher dose and now that's kind of in my system, I feel like I might not be having them anymore. Whether that,
Interesting.
yeah, whether that's a real thing or not, like I can't really tell. But like I've been on this higher dose for I would say at least 3 weeks now, and now that's like I said, it's now that's in my system. I haven't had one of those since last Friday.
Congratulations.
How are you consuming that?
They started me on the Vimpat 50 milligrams twice a day. Now I'm on 100 milligrams twice a day. And honestly, I would probably say it's either stress or actually, honestly, I probably well, Fridays are pretty fucking. They're Fridays when you're at a fucking pizza restaurant. But Sundays, the fact that I was having on Sundays are like one of the easier, especially football season. They're easy. But I think it might be the alcohol withdrawals.
A couple of comments here. One says, from what I know, caffeine can lower a seizure threshold, so that makes sense. Another comment says, yes, but not
Hold up,
necessarily.
Pookie. Before you read that other comment, I do take a energy drink on Sundays just because I'm working a double. Those are my only doubles. So it could be dehydration, but I am always drinking water. But the fact that I'm on taking caffeine once a week, potentially could be because of that. But
Chris, electrolytes are important to I'd get the electrolytes a chance.
I do too. I try to drink certain things that will give me electrolytes, but I wouldn't say it always helps, but
Oh, okay.
I'm not a doctor, so I can't really say yes or no. But the fact that I'm drinking caffeine on Sundays because not last Sunday, or maybe last Sunday
That
might have.
kills your salt.
Yeah, I did not know that.
A lot of seizure medications will kill your salt levels, but Vimpat is a big one.
I did not know that. That's some good knowledge.
Yeah.
Potpourri is a big one.
I guzzle my Powerades.
Yeah, I'll either drink a Powerade or Gatorade and
That's my drinking problem.
Chris, what are you doing, man? For some reason, I just like this guy may be cooking or something.
Yeah, I'm outside smoking.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, I see his chair. I'm like, maybe is he just like eating or something? But all
No,
right,
I'm outside right now smoking.
He's making me a pizza.
right.
Yeah, I'm gonna mail that to you.
Um, Another comment here about the developing new triggers. One says yes, but not necessarily. I know it might not be helpful answer, but the thing is, people with different types of epilepsy react differently to caffeine, and some people just feel something, but it is not necessarily really an aura, just caffeine, and see if this feeling goes away. If yes, just don't drink caffeine. Another comment says weed is an automatic trigger for me. I was in denial for many years until I stopped. I don't believe you. No, I'm just kidding. To each his own.
Yeah, it just seems like people giving themselves anxiety for no reason. Smoke a joint. Nah, it's better. Dude, the world is perfect right now. No, nothing's gonna blow up. It's all good.
Oh,
I
and may
got
I ask, Jonah, Jonathan, um, why did uh the cranioplasty occur?
The brain was too beautiful. They because I was the medicines weren't working and they could see where the seizures were coming from. So they went in there to scoop it out and they thought it was a tumor. And then they like debated about it. It's all confusing. It's annoying. So they're like, well, get this. It's like, let's go find the tumor now. So I have the surgery and in must have been like 2006 in Johns Hopkins. And they scoop out the tumor and then the seizures are okay for a little bit, but then they get bad again. And so same sort of procedure, go to another place, Brigham and Women's, right? And every hospital has the best doctor, right? That's the coolest thing about going to a hospital. It's like, because just in, you're in the best one. And they are. They're all amazing. They cut your head open and scoop stuff out and move you around. And you don't remember any of it. And that one did the trick. I didn't have seizures for like 10 years. It was cool. But I was on Keppra, and Keppra made me angry. I didn't like that, which was sad because I didn't know it was the Keppra, you know? So I had a
I'm
couple
sure
years
we've
there.
all, if we've been on Kepra, that has happened to us.
Right?
Because
Dude, my fucking wife left with like I didn't become a pastor. um,
yeah,
pastor. I got you.
when I first started my where I'm at now was like 6 years ago, but I was starting the Kepra and I was just an asshole to everyone.
are you still on Keppra?
I am, yeah.
Oh, dude. I mean, it considered Keppra and alcohol are not friends. I'll tell you that much. I know that okay. The reason I don't drink is because of Keppra. One time, this is a true story. I my roommate. This is before I met my present wife. Um, I was divorced, living with this guy who drank a lot. Does drink a lot. Um, is awesome. He's the best man at my wedding, and
I was just gonna say, it sounds like you know this person.
yeah, and he was playing Assassin's Creed, and we were come back from the wherever, and I was gonna beat him back, but then like in drunk mode, I was like, I'm gonna surprise him, and so I climbed up the top of the little church next to our little apartment place, and then the next day, right, um, he had these voicemails of me like laughing, being like, hey, I'm Assassin's Creed, right? And I kind of twisted my ankle. And I when I left the apartment and I looked at that like Unitarian church and I thought like you could have killed yourself. You know, in that stupid game where you climb to the top of the thing, you look and
Yeah.
like
Then you
I'm
jump
afraid
down from
like
base
yeah,
jumping, like
dude,
basically.
I'm afraid of heights.
Oh,
Damn.
Like forget like you could have got up there and had a seizure from drinking. It's like, dude, I'm afraid of heights. And that was the day that I was like, maybe um alcohol's not for me. And also because like I use alcohol like the seizures as an out. Like I'm not embarrassed about it. It's like I'm not supposed to be drinking for that kind of reason. I might climb a church and I'm afraid of heights.
It makes me laugh the fact that you're like, oh yeah, alcohol might make me climb off a church.
Yeah, trust me. It's a and also I worked with addicts for years and I know how
Yeah.
difficult like I've seen it. So but
Yeah, you got.
Yeah,
I
it's
keep. I take Keppra too.
oh so sorry to hear that.
I was. I was at. They had me at 3,000 milligrams for a while.
What happened?
that's where I'm at.
Yeah, they had me at the highest one, and then I couldn't take it anymore. So they backed me down. I'm at 2,000 right now, plus the Vimpat.
They had me at 4,000, and
Damn.
the seizures were still not
Dang.
stopping. And that wasn't the only medicine I was taking. It was Keppra and Lamictal, and nothing was stopping the seizures.
Do any of them stop seizures? I mean,
Definitely.
like,
I would say definitely.
some of them do. Probably some just give me a little hope. Somebody's give me some hope out there.
I 100% had like one of my that was the first medication I was on when they came back, and they were definitely stopping the seizures.
Okay, okay.
Like
Just
I
for a second, I thought maybe we were all just in a grift and we discovered it together. But no, people out there
Supposedly,
take medicine.
supposedly stop seizures, but not yet.
it just gives you that cap reach is the worst thing about it. But I was
Yes.
Yeah.
able to kind of reflect. I apologize to all the people I was being an asshole to at work,
Yeah.
and that gave me some, I guess you could say, recovery of it all. And I was
Beautiful.
just like, dude, I'm sorry. I know I've been an asshole to you, and I shouldn't be.
Aw.
And I didn't say I had an excuse or anything like that. I was just like, I just should not be acting this way.
Aw. That's
And
I knew it. I
aw,
knew
good for
something
you.
was building up my anger, and I didn't know what it was, and I didn't know it was the Keppra at the time.
me neither.
Aw.
I
Oh,
was like,
good
you
for
guys
you.
should not be treated this way. Like I basically run the pizza kitchen. And I'm like, I should not be acting this way. I like you guys deserve a much better treatment. And now it was more dumb people where I'm like, you shouldn't like I've told you how to do this. This is how you do this. Like it's not that hard. But I was being like, you're a fucking idiot. Like, what the fuck are you doing? And just
Yeah.
stupid ass
Yeah.
shit. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I was like, you know, I shouldn't be acting this way, but
Right.
I'm gonna apologize to you because you don't deserve this.
Oh, good for you. That's awesome. Good for
Well,
you.
I was gonna say, you're a good person, Chris.
And now, although I do work with some dumb people, I'm like, hey, yeah, this is it. This is it. I'd rather you ask me 1,000 questions than fuck up on pizza. But if you fuck up a pizza, you fuck up a pizza. We're human, you know.
Yeah.
People fuck things up. I fuck things up. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. True. That's it. But could you make it right next time? Cynthia or whatever.
Yeah, it's good that you can tell yourself I need to make this up because I did that one time. It's like, I don't know if I've told you about the time that I just walked into that guy's house. The next day, I put all the pieces together of what had happened in my head, and I knew something I did was wrong. But the next day, when I got all the pieces back together from friends that I was playing video games with and wandered away from video games on them, I went to apologize to him, and I was like, I kind of remember walking in your house yesterday and laying on your couch. Apologize for that. And I explained to him that I had seizures. And he was just like, oh, yeah, I knew something was wrong. I knew something was going on because I always see you getting put in an ambulance outside. So I knew something was wrong. And it's like, well, I
That
guess that part
reminds
was.
me. That reminds me of it was probably like a month ago. I had a seizure, stole someone's tips because we get tips at our place and they're all distributed from everyone to everyone. And me and her saw that her tips were gone. So I'm like going around like, hey, did you take tips from this area? Hey, did you take tips from there? Everyone's saying no. And then like an hour later, I went out for a cigarette and I'm like, what is in my pocket right now? It was her tips. So I ended up having a seizure and accidentally took her tips.
Mhm.
So I'm like, hey, this was actually me, and I'm sorry.
Did you explain to her the seizure thing and all that?
Yeah, like, and she's the one who can kind of detect where I'm having those seizures too, but she wasn't able to see it then. But I'm like, I'm sorry, but these are yours. And the little funny thing is, she ended up getting a couple more money and a couple more tips because we're like, where did her tips go? Because we all deserve tips and we actually get very tipped there, and it's great how we get tipped there. We get anywhere from like $5 to $10 an hour for Trump tips.
I'll read one more of these comments about developing new triggers, and I'll move to another one. Another one says, I don't drink coffee or caffeinated drinks, but I'm honestly not a fan. I know I'm in the minority here. It's about avoiding in for me. I have an alcoholic beverage every now and then, but that time it will but that will only happen every few months. I stop at one. You can obviously develop new triggers. In my youth, I had this weird sensation in my cheeks. Then then that went away after I hit puberty. Then in my teens, in my mid 20s, I had a sinking feeling in my stomach before a seizure came on. So I got one right here. It says outdoor activities. How many of you with well controlled epilepsy, like absence, engage in activities like scuba diving, skydiving, and any other risky outdoor activities? Please answer with what kind of well controlled epilepsy you have, what outdoor activities you engage in, and what positive and negative experiences you have had made that made the choice to keep doing it or decided it isn't worth it. I don't do any outdoor activities. I'm an indoor person these days. I'm mostly just editing videos, creating videos, editing shorts, and hanging out with my mom. Yeah, I moved to a new area, so I don't know this area much. So I'm not doing much hanging out or going anywhere.
So flying, I know, can potentially cause you to have a seizure.
Would that be considered an activity?
Well, with how they said skydiving.
Yeah. Okay.
Um, Also scuba diving, depending on how low you go, can cause I can't remember the where it is, but
The bends or something.
yeah, it's the bends, yeah.
Yeah, no, you don't want that. It's coming
Oh,
up. It's coming
but
up too fast. The nitrogen swells or something.
yeah, it has to do with nitrogen, yeah.
I
Yeah,
ride my bike several miles every day. It, I, yeah. I mean, I know it's a risk, but for me, that's not really an activity. That's a necessity. That's how I have to get around. It's how I have to get to work. So,
But I wouldn't cause any. I wouldn't think of any risks from that. Besides maybe dehydration, but that's pretty easy to get through.
well, I mean, having a seizure while I ride and then falling over into traffic and getting run
Yeah,
over.
that's definitely a different story.
Ah.
There was a story where a male guy he was riding his bike and then got run over a few years ago, and he was a nice dude, and a lot of people around here felt very sorry for him.
Oh, dang. Yeah, see, that's what kind of like it's in the back of my head, but like this is the only way I can get around. Like, what else am I gonna do? So
I go through a couple comments. One says my epilepsy is due to micro bleedings in my brain, cavernoma. So I got banned from those activities. Is directly related to the pressure change. Is directly related to the pressure change of pressure change.
Also,
So yeah, I would put that on flying.
yeah.
Huh? Say that again.
I would say pressure change is like how you would be flying. Because when
Like
you
an
get up in
airplane,
the
right?
air, yeah.
Huh.
And you
Sorry,
can't
Twisted, go ahead.
swim.
Twisted, were you talking?
No.
Oh. Well, another one comment would be I'm a long distance marathon runner. I have a watch for my fatigue levels, as fatigue is my biggest seizure trigger. For example, I have a 20-mile trial race coming up. This morning. So I ate earlier than usual. Last night I was asleep by 9:15 and I got a solid 8 hours. If I had slept badly or insufficiently, I wouldn't race today. The physical demands of training. I run 5 days a week. Help me sleep better than otherwise I would. So distance running helps my overall fatigue. It also helps me relax from a stressful job. And stress can also trigger for me. If I run due to an injury, my sleep goes rat shit, and that's when I'm more concerned about the possibility of a seizure. If you decide to try running, get a medical assessment first and start slowly at short distances before gradually increasing. Don't add more than 10% a week. Listen to your body and be patient.
What does it mean when your sleep goes rat shit?
They didn't say.
I would say just not right. I've past like couple of days I've been waking up at 5 o'clock when I'm going to bed around this time and not being able to sleep afterwards.
Because of running?
Not because of running, just because I don't know. But like I would say that's kind of rat shit sleeping. It's the fact that I can't properly sleep.
Yeah, I'm that way for sure. I wish I could get some sort of routine. It's just like I'm allergic to having a schedule.
Mm-hmm. Feel you there. I'm never on schedule. But I do have a new post here. It says, should I be worried? Okay, so for context, I'm noise sensitive to sudden loud noises and can get panic attacks from them. My school's theater department runs a haunted house throughout the theater every year to raise funds. This year was my first year going to it. My teacher didn't want to last year, and all was fine for the most part.
Oh my gosh, this is directed by Larry David. This is a terrible idea. Go on. Please tell more.
There was a bit of screaming, but it wasn't bad enough to cause me to have a panic attack. When we walked through the orchestra pit, it was a pitch black and red strobe lights. I have been to haunted houses many times. Strobe lights have never been an issue for me. However, these ones totally fucked me up. I was stumbling a bunch had the worst brain fog, felt like I was going to puke, and I couldn't stop stuttering. It got to the point where during the whole next period, my friend asked if I was epileptic because I would stare off. My hand would twitch weird, and I couldn't get a single word out without stuttering. It was like that for over an hour or so. Then I had a major headache and had to sleep it off. I think epilepsy runs in my mom's side, not 100%, but I do think so. Is this normal, or is this something I should be worried about or talk to my parents about?
Yeah, talk to your parents for sure. Everybody should know
Definitely.
your
Yeah, at the
school.
very least.
Jeez.
Um,
I scare easily. My school is a haunted house.
So, Pookie, I have a genuine question.
Go ahead.
What is the best way for someone to look into this? When I say this, like talking to each other about this.
Look into this post.
No, not that post, like the Zoom, this podcast.
I don't know how you guys find it. Wherever you found it. um,
The link on Reddit.
There's a link on Reddit.
Always.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of us invite people in DMs and stuff.
Okay. Because we have someone recently working at my place, and she has epilepsy. And it's literally the first time I've been talking to someone with epilepsy in real life, not just on the internet.
One of you guys are. Oh, never mind. That's dumb to say. Yeah, I was gonna say, well, one of you guys will get to see a seizure, but hopefully not.
No, when I was
got
talking to her,
only when I
when I
got
was
to see
talking
this over Zoom cameras.
Yeah. But yeah, I simply wanted her to be like, hey, this is because I talked to her about it was like, hey, I found a lovely place where we can talk about her epilepsy and whether she wants to see it or not. And that's obviously up to her. And
Yeah, tell her it's a great place. Great vibes.
Exactly.
Yeah, because when I started this, someone told me, who wants to sit around and talk about seizures all day? And come to
A lot
find
of
out,
people.
people with epilepsy.
I'll talk about epilepsy.
Yeah, I was
I
told.
have a lot of seizures too.
Yeah, I was told to not do a podcast, and I'm lucky I followed my first instinct and kept going. And it's like, I'm going to do this with people who love to talk about epilepsy.
I appreciate it a lot.
Me too. Well, I should say thank you, not, yeah. Thank you. I appreciate you appreciating it. Appreciate you being here. Yeah, kid, you should be worried. But to one of the comments here, and it said, nobody here will be able to offer medical advice or determine whether it's normal based off your posts. This is something to be handled by your parents and your doctors. Good luck. Another one here said, I'll talk
I
to.
do have seizures. I'm happy to have seizures. I will help.
Another one here says, I talk to your parents and doctors. Good luck and stay safe. This sounds like a child we're talking to. Well, not a child, but someone. Oh yeah, a child. Someone that needs to ask their parents. Stuff like that.
Underage.
Yeah, underage. Better word. Is anyone photosensitive in here? No, maybe. Let's see.
I am very grateful I'm not, but it looks like Twisted might be.
Yeah. I learned that the hard way.
That's rough.
You learned that you're photosensitive the hard way?
Yeah.
Understand. I don't understand.
What's the hard way?
Um I went to a concert and I got a migraine and the strobe light didn't when I got my VEEG, I didn't react to it. You you know the strobe light thingy?
Yeah.
Um
I'm sorry, I wasn't.
You know what a strobe light is, yeah?
Oh, that was all you were gonna say? I thought you were gonna say more.
oh, and I didn't react to it, but turns out I am.
Yeah, you said you got a migraine from it.
The
Um,
concert,
yeah,
I'm
I
sorry.
didn't have problems with lights for a long time. Uh, so
I'm.
I just
It
kind of
must have
tested the
been
waters.
my video games, I guess.
I
Yeah, that
Yeah.
recommend don't go to the weekend concerts. They
I'm wicked tired, and I'm so forgetful. You know,
Um,
my my memory is so bad. I'm bad. I'm. I gotta go. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna say
all right.
feel free to fall asleep, dude.
Yeah.
It's nice meeting you.
Nice
I'll.
meeting
Yeah,
you.
good to meet you, man.
Get
See you
some sleep,
Tuesday,
dude.
I hope
Tuesdays and
so.
Fridays.
If that's all right.
Oh yeah,
I'll
of
see
course.
you.
Of course it is, man.
Have a good
I
night.
enjoyed.
Sleep well.
I'll read one more post here, and it says concert in December. I'm going to a concert in December for Sophia Isella. I've been excited for ages, but my photosensitive seizures have been happening more often. My mom says that if they start happening, we'll have to leave. I'm so upset because concerts usually do have a lot of flashing lights. I wish I didn't have to deal with this. Normal people can go to concerts just fine. I don't want to miss out on a concert. I listen to music almost I listen to music almost constantly. I wish I never told her about them happening. I'm so upset right now. Just to add, we don't we don't lose consciousness when we have our seizures. We believe they're focal aware, but we are going to see a neurologist as soon as we get enough tracking data. What would you do? I would not go to the concert because that would be very embarrassing.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. I would not go.
Yeah, if I were you personally, I would not
If I
go.
was soda sensitive, 100%, I would not go.
Yes, I
I would say at the least bring sunglasses with you.
I don't know if I had any incline that I had
Okay.
photosensitive seizures, I would not go. Um,
I know, I'm just trying to think. I'm just trying to think of. That's why I said at least, like, so you could at least still go, you know. But
yeah,
I mean, obviously, yeah, the best thing is, don't go or
Or at least know when you could probably just, at the very least, look away.
yeah, close your eyes real quick or yeah, something like
But at
that.
least it sounds like they're bringing their mom, which is also a good thing.
yeah. If mom says no, then I'd follow her best instinct. Um,
ah,
there is a comment here that says, I went to Taylor Swift last year and I wore sunglasses with polarization and found it helpful. Full disclosure, my seizures generally aren't photosensitive.
Yeah, polarized sunglasses work in a very weird way. Like I can look at my monitors sideways and I can't see anything on my monitor. Like it'll literally block out the light. Like 100% block out. It'll just be black even though it might be on.
I gotta go.
Gonna
Sleep well. But yes, polarized sunglasses they work weird. Like I first realized like how they work when I used to do sailing. I would do sailing cruises for people, like not personally, but I had a captain, and he's like, you should just get polarized sunglasses, and I was like, all right, cool. And then I realized how they kind of work, and they deflect light in a certain way.
Oh, so it was like for the reflection off
Yeah,
the water. Okay.
yeah, exactly, off the water. And like I said, how I can turn my head to the if I'm wearing them, I can turn my head to the right, and they would block off one of my monitors, but it wouldn't block off the other monitor. But if I turn my head to the left, it would block off the other monitor.
Huh.
Because I have two
That's
monitors.
interesting.
Yeah, it was always intriguing to me, for lack of a better term.
I've never owned a pair. I
Yeah,
have to wear
definitely.
regular glasses. I have to wear regular
Oh yeah.
glasses, so I never, put on sunglasses.
Well, polarized ones, yeah.
I mean, I
Because it,
guess I could get polarized. These
yeah,
glasses, maybe. I don't know.
well, if you have to wear like I don't know if Medicaid is the right term, but
Prescription.
prescription, yeah, that's right. But I'd
So
imagine you could probably find some. I
yeah,
haven't touched THC in I'd say over 6 months.
congratulations, man. Congratulations.
Like I said, I think I was saying it earlier. I feel like it was hiding some seizures.
I don't agree.
I absolutely agree with the fact that it can help with them, but I was self-medicating with it. And now that I'm on this higher dose of Fimpat, I think it's working better than THC could.
Please take your medication as prescribed or whatever works for you. We're not doctors.